3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Good morning and welcome to the first edition of We Talk for the Week. I am Yolanda Now.
And I am Enzo Amwele, and today we are celebrating women because it's International Women's Day. I'm sitting right next to a beautiful lady.
And now from news from our website. In sticking to things related to the fairer sex, Deputy Minister of Information and Communication Technology, Emma Theophilus, has called on parliamentarians to discuss and debate possible tax exemptions or reductions on menstrual products in Namibia. She made the call through a motion she tabled in the National Assembly last week, where she pushed for a discussion on the provision of sanitary pads to the Namibian woman and girl child.
Wow, I think that would be a good initiative.
It would.
Yes, and we continue with news. In news from Omaheke region, Deputy Minister of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform, Anna Shiwera, on Friday, handed over 988 land hold titles to residents of Freedom Square informal settlement in Khobabes. The title deeds are a result of pilot project initiated by the Ministry of Land Reform in collaboration with the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development in 2018, which aimed to provide land tenure security for residents and thus eradicating informal settlements.
In other news, a group of 538 Angolans living at the Osaya refugee camp are at legal loggerheads with the Namibian government, who they accuse of trying to forcefully evict them and dump them on the streets. But the Namibian government argues that the 538 individuals still living at the area are unlawfully there after their refugee status lapsed in 2012 already, and are refusing all efforts to integrate into the Namibian society or to return to Angola.
Yeah. In sport news, Alex Miller and Carmen Johannes were crowned Nedbank Namibian National Cross Country Marathon champions after an impressive individual performances during the National Championship on Saturday. The event, which took place at the IJG trials in Kleine Cooper, saw Miller retaining his title while Johannes became a first-time winner of the title.
everyone and welcome back. My name is Mariselle Stoffberg and today I'm very excited to be joined in studio by the beautiful Charnay Botha. Charnay, thank you so much for joining us and for taking time out of your schedule to share some insights.
Yes, I'm excited to be with you guys here today.
So the focus for today is the educational booklet project that Namibia Media Holdings is currently enrolling. Can you maybe tell us a bit more about the project and especially for those who are not familiar with the project?
Yes, so we're very excited about this year's project. So it's basically just a continuation of last year's project. What we did in the COVID-19 pandemic is to roll out educational booklets from pre-primary up until grade 7.
Yes.
So this year we wanted to continue with that project because we realized there was a really big need for quality content for children. So our focus is for pre-primary up until grade 3 for this year.
Can you tell us a bit more about the booklets in terms of how many booklets do we print, weekly or daily, and also the content within each booklet?
Yes, so for each grade, for the 4 grades, pre-primary up until grade 3, we print daily 110,000 around there. So it's around 440,000 booklets per week that we print for the different grades. And then in each book, so one book will consist of 2 weeks worth of content.
Oh, wonderful.
So because we realize children are, because of how schools have to be structured, they are either a day at school, day off, or a week at school, week off. So they need content at home. So that's because we have now we have the booklets. So the 1 week they can do at school and the other week or both weeks they can do at home. Yes.
And there's also an online school running in conjunction with the booklets. Can you tell us a bit more about the online school and also the exceptional teacher that you have working with the online school?
So my zone online school has their very own teacher Mutsa.
She's a star.
She's a star. She's incredible. So she will be teaching each lesson that's in the book. She will teach daily. There will be different lessons for each grade available. And she'll be teaching everything and taking the children step by step through each activity, helping them through it. So yes, it's very, very exciting.
And then Namibia Media Holdings also has the Active Kids program, which is aimed at kids from pre-primary up until grade 3. So this kind of fits in perfectly then with the project and the online school. So in what way will these three be working together?
Yes, so like you said, our Active Kids program is aimed for this age group. So we really wanted to include the educational lessons in our Active Kids program. So basically what will happen is we're going to have a fun session before. We're going to do some activities, read stories, speak to Zoshi and Zoe, and the whole theme and the whole focus of that Active Kids program will be based on the lessons that we would learn and the themes we're going to learn about in our educational booklets. So after they did the exercises and had fun, then they can continue with their online lessons
and sit down for school
and sit down and do some educational work. Yes.
Can you tell me a bit more about the languages? Because I also know that for initially it's just going to be Afrikaans and English, but we're working towards other translations as well.
So for this week, our first book for today was rolled out. Our first grade 3 book is today. So that's only going to be available English, and then tomorrow grade 2 is going to come out in English, and then Wednesday is grade 1 in Afrikaans and English, and pre-primary on Thursday for Afrikaans and English. So we're all busy translating these books into various languages, and that's going to be available for everyone next week.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
What are some of the languages that we're translating into?
Yeah, so we are currently translating, it's English, Afrikaans, and then German, Oshikwanyama, Ochireru, Oshindonga, Rukwangali, Khoikhoi and Solodzi, and we're all looking at if there's any need for any other languages. Yes.
And tell me, if I want to look at these lessons or I want to get these booklets, where can I find them? And also, if I'm a teacher or a centrum or a center or anyone who would like to get these booklets delivered to them, what's the process that I should follow?
Yes, so we're trying to make it as easy and accessible as possible for everyone to receive the booklets. So we have our Zoshi online websites that people can download the booklets and the lessons from. Then we have various Telegram channels, including the Zoshi and the Active Kids Telegram channel, that daily updates will be sent on there. And then our Facebook pages for Zoshi and Active Kids daily updates will also be posted on there.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yes, and then if any school centre that needs the booklets delivered, we have a WhatsApp line and a call line available. It will be on the screen that they can contact, just saying how many booklets they need, in which language they need it, as well as the address it can be delivered to.
Charnay, I think it's amazing to see what this project will become and also what it has become since last year and the impact it's had.
Yes.
In your view, just to end off, what do you think is the importance of this project for our learners but also our education system?
Yes, I think it's very important for our learners to receive quality education, no matter what their circumstances are or where they are located. And this project, it allows the opportunity for every child to get a booklet that's complete with fun, educational, quality activities that they not necessarily ever had in a booklet form. So now these booklets can be delivered countrywide for every child. So I think that's very important, and we're trying to standardize it across the entire curriculum for the whole year, because we're going to be it's going to be for the entire year, so it's 36 weeks in total, which is going to be available in 18 books for the year. So it's really for the entire curriculum for the specific grades. We want to roll out quality, educational, standardized content.
Yeah, and I think it's important to also mention that this is done in conjunction with the Ministry of Education, but also teachers who provide content. So it's not just thinking out some content, but actually working with teachers who work with kids on a daily basis, so they know what the content is like and what content needs to be given to the kids.
So we're very grateful for the Ministry of Education that we are working in collaboration with. They provided teachers, senior education officers that provides us with content, quality content that checks every booklet, quality assures every single booklet, cross-checks it with the curriculum to ensure we are following the curriculum. Then they also provided us with teachers that's translating every book and that's presenting our online school. So yes, we are very grateful for them for working with us in this project.
Thank you so much, Charnay, for your time and for everything you do for the project. And I'm sure that the schools and the learners and the community is truly grateful for this effort done by Namibia Media Holdings.
Yes, thank you, Mariselle.
Hallo almal daar in verre Namibië. My naam is Louise Pieterse en ek het saam met my man Janus laas jaar geïmmigreer na Kanada. Ons bly tans in Sudbury, Saskatchewan. Ons albei werk by dieselfde ranch met 'n feedlot op en ons het al so baie geleer. En ons geniet dit verskriklik baie aan die kant. Ons wou net van ons kant af sê Happy International Women's Day en mag julle 'n wonderlike dag hê.
Hi, my name is Sarah Kwesi, founder and director of a Baby's Cry Foundation. The reason why I love being a woman, first of all, is that I can be versatile in so many ways. Secondly, I read a quote 2 weeks ago that reads as follows: a mother, a woman, can take up many roles, but none or no one can take up her role. Women are powerful, women are fierce, women are strong, and women are carriers of seed, meaning women are able to regenerate in every way possible. And therefore, I love being a woman.
Living on a ship and being part of disaster relief and ministry, you have a lot of time for self-reflection. And looking back on my life, I would say that I had a lot of challenges. Challenges that occurred just of me being a woman. But looking at my life right now, I saw that I only had one challenge, and that was pressure. Pressure that I placed upon myself to behave in a certain way or dress in a certain way. And I could say it was society's fault, but that will be a lie, because it was only me placing that upon myself. And since I decided to let go of that, life has become far more enjoyable. And ladies, I think that it's time that we just give ourselves a break, and that we make more of an impact for the people that surround us by just being who you are, and not trying to fit this impossible mold that we have created ourselves.
I am Arwal Kali. I am a journalist, PhD in media and communication, and also a university teacher from Tunisia. I think being a woman for me means being very, very powerful. I believe that women has this amazing power inside themselves, and once they discover that, they can move mountains. So, happy Women's Day.
Hi everyone, Leandra Lau here, and let me say this, women are just awesome. The reason why I'm saying that is because no matter what happens, no matter the challenges, no matter the hurdles, no matter the problems we face, we always manage to rise to the top. We always manage to say, I'm here and I'm present. One of the challenges I'm facing as a woman, and I know a lot of us out there, is balancing it all. But please remember that self-care is very important. So let us take this day and reflect and take care of ourselves. Happy International Women's Day.
Thank you, Mariselle and Charnay, for that interview. In our life hack for today, did you know that all you need to get your old sneakers looking like new is an old toothbrush and a little toothpaste? Non-gel white toothpaste works great for cleaning white soled sneakers. Apply toothpaste to an old toothbrush and then work the paste into the dry spots. Leave the toothpaste on the shoes for about 10 minutes and then wipe it off with a damp towel. Repeat the process if it's necessary. Next up is our Flex Minute with Jenny.
Hey guys, and welcome to the Flex Minute. I'm Jeanette Diergaard, your presenter for Flex. With me in studio is Anushka and JP Dutois. I like saying the names like that. We're going to do some yoga stretches for this one. So we're going to go into a quad stretch here. So we're going to do both sides. So the quad stretch, you're going to have your legs up, so one leg. So you want to do opposite side, the one that your partner's doing, do the opposite side. And again, what I told them, say legs should kiss. That's the only kissing I want to see here in this episode. You know, this is the PG rated that we're going, and now we're going to do the other leg. So there we go. So you can do this before a workout. You can do this just as a stretch in the morning, just that on your own. That's completely okay. I always say that you can do a stretch on its own, but you cannot do a workout without a stretch. So they're going to keep this pose, and now we're going to go into a drop down. So what's going to happen, JP's arms is on top of Anushka's, so you want the tallest one's arms to be on the shoulders. So they're going to step back as far as they can go, and they're going to drop down. So what I want to see here, Anushka, step back a bit more, legs wide. I want a straight line with the person, not a straight line for them too, but if you're going to be the person, everything should be straight, your legs should be straight, and you want to really keep your core engaged in everything. Now we're going to do a back rotation, so they're going to go on the mat real quickly. So they're going to face each other's, or sit against each other's backs here in a crisscross position. And what's going to happen is, yes. So JP's right arm is going to be on her left knee, and and vice versa for Anushka. So that is going to give you an awesome lower back stretch. You want everything to be engaged during this workout or during this stretch. That brings us to the end of this stretch, and I'll see you guys in the next Flex Minute.
for our Did You Know segment today. I'm talking to Mariselle Stoffberg and she's talking about content creation in front of the cameras. Enjoy. Welcome to another Did You Know episode. Today I'm talking to Mariselle Stoffberg and she's going to walk us through how exactly it works to be in front of the camera.
Being in front of the camera and being part of the studio is something that is part of our lives daily. We have various shows running every single day of the week, and they also have a wide variety of scopes that they cover. But to be in front of the camera, what I think it takes is for you to be firstly passionate about whatever subject you are. Whether this is something to do with business or work, a show aimed at primary school children, or it's a show about youth news or corporate. What I think the most important part is for you to be passionate about what you're doing. People on camera and people watching anything that you're doing can see whether you firstly believe whatever you are selling, if I can put it like that. So you need to believe in the product that you have, but you also need to share that love and that passion with the viewers watching, because essentially you become the link between the topic that you are discussing and your viewers. And if you can say something with conviction and if you can say something with passion, then people will want to watch more. And I also think being in front of the camera is, yes, there is preparation that needs to go into whatever you're doing. Like anything in life, if you just run into something blindly, it might seem fun at first, but there will also always be challenges. But I think for you to go in prepared, but also for you to remain natural. Never become so rehearsed that people stop believing that you're authentic. I think that's very important. And also, I think it's important for you to just have fun. Sometimes we think being in front of the camera means we have to be serious the whole time, and that's not the case. It's about having fun and just enjoying every moment.
And if you didn't know, now you do. Until next week, goodbye.
Well, that's it from us today, viewers. Please do join us again tomorrow.
And if you haven't received your newspapers today, please look out for the Windhoek Express, Northern Industry and La French Focus. We will join you again tomorrow when we talk to Marilee van Skalkwyk.